So I wake up, I record Pokemon Silver for the day, and I think, you know what? I can get ahead of schedule. I can record Pokemon TCG today as well and have that ready for a later upload in the week. And then all this new Pokemon news comes out on Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, and I gotta do stuff about this. I'm happy about this. Don't get me wrong. I sound like I might be upset, but a whole bunch of new stuff has come out. There will be a link down below, as you can see, to the trailer that was put up, but there is so much in this trailer. It boggles the mind, and I'm not even going to look at the trailer this time around. I'm just going right to the source, or not the source really, but anyway, the website, Pokemon-sunmoon.com. Go here, we'll get all your information, but check that trailer out first, and then come on back to this video. I'm going to talk you through everything that we see here on the website. I don't even know where to begin. I was opening up tabs to get things ready for, preparing the recording and then clicking from tab to tab, but there was going to be like 20 different tabs or something like that. So, I don't even know. Let's go to the Pokemon first of all. I want to check out all sorts of sections on the site today because there is so much new stuff that has come out. Starting here, let's see. They've only shown, technically, 3 new Pokemon. Now, first, I want to take a look at the Alolan Raticate, because I don't know if this was updated when the last trailer came out, but we now have some information about the Alolan Raticate. Of course, you see the image. It is the mouse Pokemon. Is there anything new going on with Alolan Raticate? It changed form as a result of their battle for territory with Young Goose. Their urban areas are the main habitat. They are nocturnal, that's why they're dark type. Nothing much new to mention there, it looks like. Alolan Raticate have an excellent capacity for sniffing out delicious fresh foods in Alola. They pay no attention to foods that aren't fresh. That kind of goes in contrast to the Alolan Raticate. As you see here, look at the size of this guy. This looks like... Is there a Pokemon with big cheeks like that? I'm trying to think. I know there's an ability, Cheek Pouch, which might be a hidden ability for Alolan Raticate based on what this looks like. But it is also dark normal. Let's see here. So this is something interesting. We're going to see this later on the website, I'm sure. Hang on. Because urban areas are their main habitat, their diet is higher in calories than ordinary Raticate. As a result, they have become hefty. Does that mean they're going to be more defensive and maybe slower? That could be a thing. Because Raticate are pretty fast and low defensive for the time being, but this could be a whole new stat breakdown for the Alolan Raticate. Interesting thing to note here, Alolan Raticate is the totem Pokemon of the trial that takes place in Verdant Cavern on Melee Island in Pokemon Moon. Asterisk. It summons Rattata to help confront those who take on the trial. Now, the asterisk says Gumshoos appears as a totem Pokemon in Verdant Cavern in Pokemon Sun. So, we're going to have different story-based events based on which game we are playing, which kind of makes sense because we've had that before where, I guess it's like in Pearl, you encounter Palkia. In Diamond, you encounter Dialga, right? So, of course, things are different like that. But this doesn't seem like it's just legendary encounters that are going to be different. So let's go ahead and click over to another new Pokemon they have revealed. And I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Jangmo-o? Maybe? I don't know. Category is the Scaly Pokemon. It is a Dragon type. The abilities are bulletproof and or soundproof. Well, not and, but or soundproof. I'm going to read all about this. Jangmo-o has the pride of a warrior, although it remains humble about its capabilities. In its pursuit to become stronger, it never neglects its training. Because Jangmo-o uses the scales on its head for both offense and defense, it never turns its back to its enemies. Many trainers see this behavior and take it as proof that Jangmo-o is a valiant Pokemon. Jangmo-o gather in harsh locales like canyons where no other Pokemon or people are around to live together as they train. Now, given the shape of the scale, or the scale on its head, this could be a viable Pokemon to find heart scales off of in the region as well. Of course, heart scales are useful for teaching Pokemon moves from the move tutors in each game. So that's just speculation, I don't know for sure. Just something that comes to mind since it's a scaly Pokemon and it has a heart shape on its head. Stands to reason. Now, this one, I don't know what to say. Now, type Null. That's not its type. You see down here, type Normal. Its name is type Null. What does that even mean? And it's a synthetic Pokemon. Look at the image. Does it not look like it is a combination of several different Pokemon pieces, which is like a Frankenstein monster kind of thing almost? I mean, the tail almost looks reminiscent of maybe a Carvanha or Sharpedo. The claws look, I don't even know, the claws look dragon or bug-like. It looks like it's got some armor plating, almost like Zygarde core-shaped stuff on it. The head, what is the head? There's an axe-shaped thing on its forehead. I don't know what this is. It's a normal type. It has the ability Battle Armor, so you can't critical hit this thing. This Pokemon wearing a mask has been dubbed Null, meaning nothing. The shapes of its front and hind legs are clearly different. The reason is that type Null was constructed to synthesize the strength of various Pokemon, enabling it to adapt to any situation. The mask fitted to type Null's head is a piece of equipment designed to control its latent powers. It's extremely heavy, so it also serves to hinder type Null's agility. To complete a certain mission, there was need of a Pokemon powerful enough to rival those Pokemon often spoken of in mythology. Your guess is as good as mine as far as what this thing's going to do. Now, we saw in the trailer it does know Tri-Attack, or at least it can learn Tri-Attack, so you could possibly burn, freeze, or paralyze the opponent with that attack. But I just don't know what to make of this. And like a lot of this video is going to be me being like, I don't know, because I can't really make sense of this. But we will see in a moment as we get into some more information. This is going to be a key Pokemon in some way. So let's check out the Alola region next on the website. We have some new information here. We have a mysterious presence threatening the Alola region, Ultra Beasts. So let's take a look at what this says here. In the Alola region, rumors are flying about mysterious creatures known as Ultra Beasts. Ultra Beasts possess mighty powers and could pose a threat to humans and Pokemon, so they are feared. It appears that the Aether Foundation, we'll get more on that later, is also conducting research on these Ultra Beasts. According to rumor, multiple Ultra Beasts exist, each of them called by a code name. And this is UB01. It's like a Pikmin enemy. What was that? Jelly something. I can't even remember. Jelly Float, I think, something like that. But anyway, it is clearly like a jellyfish kind of a Pokemon. UB01. Its body is composed of a glass-like substance. Oh, I would have thought it'd be like jelly. However, it's constantly changing shapes, never settling on one. While evidence of something like a survival instinct can be observed in UB01, no one knows whether it has a will of its own or any emotions. It's said that, for some reason, its movements resemble those of a young girl. Does that not look like the hat that Lily, the mysterious assistant to Professor Kukui, wears? Hang on. Let's look at the hairstyle. Look at the shape of the hat. It's got like a flowing dress or hair. Before we go any further, I'm checking out the characters of the Alola region. That just struck me right now. Show us the people. The people of Alola. I just got excited for 1 second here. Hang on. Where are you? Now, do you see some similarities there? I do, certainly. Look, even the dress she has on has like a translucent aspect to the bottom that almost looks jelly-like, So, I don't know. I'm going to say it right now. She has a connection to UB01. And maybe other characters we encounter throughout the game are going to have connections to these Ultra Beasts. So, when you first meet her in the game, you could be meeting an Ultra Beast Pokemon. And that's the thing. Are they even Pokemon? Hang on. I don't think they clearly specify that these are Pokemon, do they? Mysterious creatures known as Ultra Beasts. Yeah, they never specifically state these are Pokemon. Now, let's look at a side-by-side comparison. I definitely see some similarities between the two here. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with all this, but anyway, that is the Ultra Beasts. Let's check out some more information, because we now have information on the team that we've never heard about before, so there we go. The Aether Foundation. The Aether Foundation works in the Alola region. The Foundation's goal is to care for Pokemon that have been hurt. The Aether Foundation has constructed an artificial island called Aether Paradise. There, they not only provide shelter for Pokemon, but also conduct various research projects. It seems that the main character will also be able to visit Aether Paradise during the adventure. So this could be... Where do we see the map? Here we go. This looks like it's the little white area in the middle of the map, as you can see in between all the 4 islands. So, that could be what they're talking about. Now, in the trailer, I think they said something about they have the Aether Paradise around the Alola region, but I might have misread that. Anyway, we have the characters here. Lusamine, or Lusamine maybe. The lovely Lusamine functions as the Aether Foundation's president. That's all we know about her. Faba, the Aether Foundation branch chief, sports green sunglasses. Green like Zygarde? They're his signature accessory. He seems very proud of his position as branch chief. And Wiki, the assistant branch chief of Aether Paradise, has a caring personality, so she's loved by all the Aether Foundation employees. And the Foundation employees right here. The employees of the Aether Foundation shelter and care for Pokemon. Their uniforms appear to depend on which division they belong to. Alright, so we only see one example here. Does that look like a face on their hats? And if so, what is it a face of? I might be seeing, what's that condition? Not a condition, but it's a thing where you can sort of see a face in something that doesn't have a face. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling. So, we got some more information on something regarding Zygarde. Now, I did mention Zygarde a moment ago with Faba. A pair of trainers investigating Zygarde, Dexio and Sina. Now, are these the characters? I saw this on Bulbapedia's Twitter. Are they the two people from X and Y who I think first give you the Pokedex, and they're the assistants to Professor Sycamore? I think that's what Bulbapedia said they were. Dexio and Sina. Actually, okay, I should have read further. Show up as you progress through your adventure. These two appeared in X and Y as the Professor's assistants. Yes, alright. They'll give you an item called Zygarde Cube and ask you to collect Zygarde cores and cells during your adventure in the Alola region. Cores and cells can be found all over Alola. Objects giving off light can be found in various locations around the Alola region. These are Zygarde cores and Zygarde cells. You can collect them in the Zygarde Cube you receive from Dexio and Sina. If you collect lots of cores and cells, the path to finding Zygarde in Sun and Moon may become clear. So, as people have said, we didn't get a Pokemon Z version, but in a way they're giving us a Z version kind of mixed in with Sun and Moon, which is cool. And that does open the debate. Why is Zygarde connected to the legendaries of Kalos if its first real story-wise inclusion is in the Alola region? Is there some connection between Alola and Kalos that we are not aware of yet? Again, I don't know. So, more information here. There is a new character from Team Skull that has been introduced. So people might miss this on the website, but I did go in here and check it out. The new character called Gladion. This young man lends his strength to Team Skull as an enforcer. Don't know what that means exactly. He places a high value on being strong in Pokemon battles. His partner Pokemon is the mysterious type Null, that normal type with all the different Frankenstein features of various types of Pokemon. Again, I don't know. What does this mean, and what is he enforcing? In the trailer, he says something about I think he's here to steal Pokemon, and he tells you shouldn't battle me because you're going to get your Pokemon hurt for no reason. So, I guess in a way he's caring, but he's still evil, you know? He's stealing Pokemon, so I'm not sure what to make of so much of this information. Now, that is not all that has been revealed. I think that's all for the Alola region, but I'm going to check out the cool features in just a moment, yep, that's everything there. So, you guys like Pokemon Snap? Because we're kind of getting Pokemon Snap in this. I'm going to jump right down to that and tell you about that before we check anything else out. As you see here, the Rotom Pokedex is going to function as a photo camera as well. Find Pokemon all over the place with the Poke Finder feature. So I see here on this is probably the bottom screen. It says there's a camera. Look, there's a Poke Finder photo spot. So you hit the R button, I suppose, and it opens up the camera. A feature known as, well, first of all, look at this. Look at this nice imagery right here. Look how cute Rockruff looks down there. A feature known as the Poke Finder allows you to take pictures of Pokemon you find. It's loaded into the Rotom Dex. When you use the Poke Finder in certain photo spots scattered throughout the Alola region, you can take pictures of Pokemon. The pictures you take will be evaluated, and as you take better pictures, more features like the ability to zoom in become available. So, kind of like a side game, I guess, of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Is almost like Pokemon Snap. It's not quite the same. It's not on an on-rails thing. I guess there's only specific spots that this is going to be a function. But you can get a great shot of Pikachu, and it was an amazing photo. So, from what it looks like, you got a bunch of thumbs up from people that are looking at your photo and stuff. It says, here you are, look how many people gave your photo a thumbs up. Zzz, zzz. There's Dragonite flying through the cloudy night sky, and that's about it. So, there wasn't a lot mentioned about this, but it looks like it's just like an in-game Pokemon Snap sort of a feature. So that is going to be interesting, of course. We can get some cool photos. I was always a fan of Pokemon Snap. In fact, when I'm playing Pokemon Go, sometimes I don't like to capture Pokemon. I like to just get a photo of them. So I'm definitely interested in the Poke Finder aspect, and I haven't looked at this just yet. I'm going to open this up and see. My wishes for Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. If it's a trailer, I'm not going to show it off in case it is a copyright issue, but the comments below come from Game Freak's Shigeru Omori, the director of these games, to express the wishes that poured into the creation of Sun and Moon. Now, there's a lot here. I'm going to probably read this myself, and feel free to go here. I encourage you to read this yourself as well. Get some thought, or get some information behind the thought of the creators of Pokemon Sun and Moon, talking about why the two titles take place in different worlds, which we will mention in just a moment, but I'm going to read that myself. Feel free to check it out yourself as well. But I'm going to, instead of me using his words in my own voice, I'll let him speak for himself. We want to check out the two worlds of Pokemon Sun and Moon are set 12 hours apart. A thorough analysis of the secrets of the two different worlds of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Some of the Pokemon that appear in Sun and Moon are different. What's more, there's a difference in the way time is set in the two games. Except for a few scenes, time in Sun and Moon is tied to the actual time. Pokemon Sun operates on the same time as your Nintendo 3DS system, but time in the world of Pokemon Moon is shifted by 12 hours. Some of the Pokemon that appear in Sun and Moon are different, including Solgaleo and Lunala, which hold the key to the story. It seems that some of the Pokemon that appear as totem Pokemon in the trials are also different. I'm going to check the gallery out on this one. See, here it is, like Sun version in the daytime. The exact same scene in Pokemon Moon at night, as you can see there. And that's the gallery. Now, what it shows in the trailer is that, of course, we've seen that in the Sun version, and we mentioned with the Alolan Raticate, that Gumshoos is the totem Pokemon of Melee Island, but that's Sun version. In Moon version, Alolan Raticate is the totem Pokemon. So there are going to be some differences, and for the first time, story-based differences, not just legendary-based differences or, wild Pokemon exclusive differences. So there's going to be story-based differences. Although that leads to the question, will the totem Pokemon be catchable? That'd be interesting to find out. But I think that is really all there is to mention on the website, because is there anything else under cool features? There's the special Munchlax. No, that is about everything there. So, again, just, I don't know. There is so much stuff going on. It's just, I want to understand more about this type Null. Is it one specific, like, it's a manufactured Pokemon. Was it manufactured from other Pokemon, which is kind of gruesome sounding, or was it just, I think it says inspired by. I just want to click it again. It was constructed to synthesize the strength of various Pokemon. Okay, so synthesize means it's not actual parts, which is, good. But I am at a loss for words to understand this, let alone talk about it. But it is the partner Pokemon of, what's that guy's name? What is your name, sir? The evil Team Skull, Gladior or something like that? Gladion. Alright, so it is the partner Pokemon of Gladion. I am going to be really interested to see this in battle. Now, of course, close combat, bam, done. But still, it's going to have some unique aspects to it, I'm sure. Now, to me, this doesn't seem like a Pokemon that you would catch. Like, this seems, well, maybe, but this seems like a legendary in the sense that it's its own specific type. Like, how, say, Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres are all one particular species or one copy or whatever in each game. This seems like it would be a one-time encounter if you do encounter it in the wild. What if you defeat Gladion at one point and this runs from him or he releases it, then you can encounter it in the wild as a legendary static encounter. That could be a thing. I was going to say something else too about this, but I completely lost track of my, train of thought. But as I'm finishing up this video, I've mentioned everything on the website. Again, feel free to click the trailer down below and check out the footage in play for yourself. I want to put a couple of theories out there. Now, a couple things I've been thinking about. Now, I've mentioned before, I don't know if it was in video or simply just in the, maybe on Twitter or something like that, or even just talking to people in person. But if we check out Team Skull, if we can go back here, I look at Team Skull, and I look at Guzma, the leader. he doesn't threaten me. I see him, he'll probably be a tough opponent, of course. He is the leader of Team Skull. He seems like, when you see him acting out in the trailer, he seems like an emotional kind of a guy. He seems like the kind of person that once you defeat him in a classic or climactic battle, he's going to become, crestfallen. He's going to completely lose hope, go into despair, like, how could I lose? This isn't fair. And he'll just kind of like, dwindle off that way. Plumeria, the girl, she scares me. The look she gives you in that trailer they released about Team Skull, it looks like she has no cares. Like, she's the kind that as soon as you defeat her, that's going to anger her, and her anger will fuel her to become stronger. So, one little prediction that I have, as more of a hypothesis, the final battle versus Team Skull, I don't think will be against Guzma. I feel it's going to be against Plumeria. She's like, as soon as you defeat Guzma, she has already shown that she cares for her Team Skull fellow members. And if you do defeat Guzma into the point where he does go into despair, that's going to fuel her so much more. I just have a feeling she's going to be the final battle of Team Skull. Another prediction I have, though, they have not mentioned yet what connection, if any, Team Skull has to the legendary Pokemon in this generation. I have a hunch that they are not going to have any particular super connection to it. And in a way, I feel like something's going to happen to the legendary Pokemon that you have to battle against it or battle something to save it. Something is just nagging at me, telling me that Team Skull is going to help you with that. I don't know why. It's because I think the fact that they're acting like, all hip-hop and stuff like that, they seem not seriously evil. They seem more on like the goofball sort of a side. I can easily see them helping to set things right in the Alola region. I don't know what gives me that impression. It's just what I get. It's somewhat reminiscent of in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, when you do team up with the team that you've been fighting against, either Magma in Omega Ruby or, of course, Aqua in Alpha Sapphire, and they team up with you to help you deal with the legendary Pokemon that is going to threaten the world's safety. But something tells me we might be battling alongside Team Skull in some of these final climactic battles. Again, that's just hypothesis, just theory, just speculation, but I'm just putting that out there. That's just the impressions that I'm getting as far as these games go. So, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the new information. Again, there is the trailer linked in the description and beneath the image here. Just feel free to go, click that, watch all this stuff in play for yourself. Let me know what you think about the possible connection between UB01 and Lily, because as I say, I definitely see a connection there. And the description saying it moves like a certain little girl. I've got so many theories going on like with these new games. I am so excited for these games to come out. More excited than I've been for a long time for a Pokemon game. I don't even think I was this excited for X and Y. Like, I was excited, Mega Evolution, yeah, but that's another thing. The Megas have not been announced yet, and as I mentioned a while ago, my nephew pointed out, despite the fact that you can't transfer Mega Stones into Pokemon Bank and then bring them to Sun and Moon, yeah, that could be a way to cut out Mega Evolution, but Rayquaza does not need an item to Mega Evolve. It just needs the Dragon Ascent attack. That being the case, I do believe Megas will be back at some point in some way, possibly as a post-game thing, but I just have a hunch Megas will return. Z moves are going to be a thing. I don't know. And that's the theme of today. I don't know. So feel free to leave me some comments down below with what you know or what you think about Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, all this new information that has come out. Have any theories you want to throw out there, feel free to do so and get a little bit of dialogue back and forth between everybody. I'm really looking forward to seeing these games come out, and it is just a little over 2 months to go. So, I don't know, I'm just sitting here waiting for those games to come out with new information every once in a while. That being said, I think I've rambled on long enough. Professor Chaz is now signing off. I want to say thank you for checking out today's theory, news, update video, Pokemon Sun, Moon, thingy, whatever, and I'll catch you next time.